Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of All Things Davon, where there's no limits, no filters, honest conversations, and yes, the truth we all can relate to. Now, today, this wasn't loud, but if you really were paying attention, there was a lot going under the surface. And I think that's why people had so many opinions about this one individual. So, this is the real reunion. Call it shade, call it whatever you want to. I never cared. So without further ado, welcome Carter.
Hi, thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited.
I'm excited too. I was like, I need to get my girl immediately. Let me text. Boom.
hmm
First of all, I want to say you look beautiful. You look amazing.
Thank you. You look handsome as well.
Hey, keep going. I'm like,
Skincare. Oh.
where are we going?
Out to dinner looking nice as hell. I mean, you look kind of like dapper and nice out, and I'm like kind of over here like giving like Pilates princess.
You look good. I need
Thank
to,
you.
I feel like I need to be in your shoes. I need to go to a Pilates class.
I've never even been to Pilates.
Really?
No,
Dang, I wish we were in the same city. We would have like, all right, vlog it for today.
Pilates date for sure.
What is that'd be see. Okay, so I wanna start off strong, okay? What did love look like for you growing up?
Okay, this is a good question. I like this. So for me, I have always grown up with a single mom. My dad he moved out of state when I was younger, but I would always like kind of go back and forth between houses. But my parents were never together. Um, I lived with my grandparents until I was in like, I want to say like high school. And my grandparents were together. So that was kind of like the idea of love that I had. Um, my mom is like my best friend. She's very, very independent, like never needed a man for anything. So my idea of love has always been within myself. And like I have been through a lot of relationship issues and stuff that taught me that. And like at the end of the day, I look at my mom, she's still single and not even dating at this point. Like she's just so content with her life. And that's exactly how I am right now. And I mean, I had a relationship for 3 years in high school, and he cheated on me a bunch of times, and honestly, I think most people, after they find out they're cheated on, they get very, like, insecure, like, "Oh, well, what did she have that I don't?" For me, it was the exact opposite. It was very much like, "Oh, he cheated on me, how can I glow from this?" And then I just, like, kinda took off running. I moved from Maryland to California, got another relationship shortly after, and then we just broke up because of long distance, and it was super healthy. He did his own thing, I did my own thing, and then we would come together at the end of the day. But love is definitely within myself, and that's pretty much it.
Mm, and do you feel like that, like, exude throughout the show?
Yeah, 100%. I think my whole thing on the show was like, I'm the youngest one here. I was very open and honest with how I
3.
didn't come here. I just turned 23, so I was 22 during filming.
Okay.
Mhm. But yeah, I think my whole thing was like, I'm not really looking for a connection. I mean, if it happens, it happens, but either way, I don't want to leave with anyone. And I think in the show, that's kind of like why Jack and I bonded so much was because like I was like, I think you need to be single, you know?
Mhm. Okay, okay, I like that perspective. I like
Mhm.
that. What was your experience like being in the house?
I loved being in the house. So I'm an only child and I grew up alone and I hated every second of it. I love to talk, I love to yap. It was like being in my freshman year college dorm room, just surrounded with people all the time. Every single one of the 12 girls I would consider a best friend. Like genuinely, even the guys that I've gotten to meet after filming, there's not one person that like I have any sort of animosity or like annoyance with. I would take the shirt off my back to give it to any one of the singles. Like, genuinely the greatest group of people I've ever met in my life and, like, have hung out with the singles numerous times since filming. Living with the guys was a little bit more difficult, but it was definitely traumatic, but it was fun, and I
What part was
wouldn't
traumatic?
I think just, like, all the free therapy, like, we were so I think we took on their burdens. The guys were really stressed, really distraught at all times, and we really took that upon ourselves. And my whole thing was like, I'm trying so hard to be empathetic with these men right now, but I also can't comprehend anything they're in because I would never, ever, ever, ever put myself on that island in a couple, ever. That's just something I wouldn't do. I haven't been in a relationship in almost 4 years, so I can't even begin to understand what they were going through, and I think that is why it was so traumatic. Also, the fact
Mm.
that I'm going after a man who has a girlfriend.
You feel like if you had to choose which position you would be on the show, what position would you wanna be on? I'm pretty sure I guess you kind of answered that question, but just to reiterate.
Yeah, no, I would definitely stay a single girl on the show instead of going on as a couple. Like, the only way I would ever go on that show as a couple is one, if I was getting paid, and I'm not talking a little bit, I'm talking a lot of money, and I wouldn't like the person I'm with. Like, even if you paid me $1 million to go on that show with a significant other who I actually had feelings for and loved, I would turn it down because just that's just not happening. Like, even if me and my boyfriend were like on the rocks about to break up, still wouldn't go on the show. Still wouldn't, because at the end of the day, I'm gonna end up getting embarrassed on Netflix. So it's just not for me.
Yeah, the way they clip stuff is a little crazy.
It's awful. And even like for the couples, they clip crazy things, which I'm sure we can talk about later. I mean, for the singles, they clip crazy it's crazy.
Mm. We gonna get we gonna get into that.
Mhm.
We gon we gonna get into that. Okay, so I wanna ask you, well, kind of like similarly, like what was one of the hardest moments for you, if you even had any?
I think the hardest part for me was honestly just me being so in my head about my storyline. Um, I was very worried that my storyline was gonna portray me in a bad light, which at the end of the day, it wasn't the greatest light. I think I was definitely more of a villain in the story, which is not how things were. I definitely challenge Jack a lot of times about like he'd be like, "Oh, Cheyenne said or did this," and I'd be like, "Okay, well, wait a minute. Let me play devil's advocate real quick. Do you think she actually meant it like that? Like, what if she was just trying to be da da da?" And I would always like try and take Cheyenne's side of things, but that wasn't shown at all whatsoever. And I think I was most in my head about me being the villain of the story. Um,
Mm.
but I mean, at the end of the day, I think I was kind of the villain, but I definitely was too worried about it in the moment, you know?
That makes a lot of
Yeah.
sense. Okay, that actually makes a lot of sense, yeah. I
Yeah.
do wanna ask you as well, I think you were around. I'm pretty sure you actually were around. Yeah, I think you actually were. It was during one of the games that y'all were having where he and it's a compliment to you, I guess, that he was basically insinuating that, the girls downstairs, you smells really good, so she smells sweet. She tastes like candy. And I mean, I guess it's a compliment. I mean, you do look good, but did you take that as a compliment? Or did you find that disrespectful? Or did you find it like, okay, that's a little weird. You got a girl. Like, how did you take that?
Yeah, I mean, I think it was weird for me because on our date, this wasn't shown, but on our first date, we talked about how him and I were definitely connecting like on an emotional level, and I was like, I don't really want to take it to a physical level with you
Mm,
because of where you are at in life. Like you have a girlfriend, I feel like taking it to a physical level would be a little bit of a no-no for me. And then he said that, and I was kind of like, boy, we just had a conversation about not being taking it to a physical level. And then you're going to say something very physical of me, which was
mm,
it was shocking for me. And then even after that, we kind of like all pulled each other for different conversations. And he went to go talk to someone else, which I was kind of like, how are you gonna say that about me? And then not even be like, hey, sorry, I just aired that shit out on TV, you know?
mm. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So
I did try to get him on the podcast.
yeah.
I tried to get him on the podcast. He politely declined, and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh well. I think he was
Yeah.
more in his head. I think he was more in his head of how people were gonna portray him. I was like, I
Mhm.
mean. You
I
said
feel
it
like he
that way.
went on the show looking to clip farm, and 100% he clip farmed. Like, I think that's what that whole Candy thing was him trying to, like, blow up and, like, get good or get, like, I don't know, get clout from it or something,
It
and then now
backfired.
he's it 100%, 100%.
Like, it backfired in a sense, and I feel like you just gotta own up to the stuff that you did and
Yeah.
move forward, but the more you keep running away from the situation, that's the narrative that they're gonna keep on you, and I was
Mhm,
trying to tell him that too as well, and I was also saying too as well, um, the show ain't gonna live forever, so if
mhm.
you don't get what you're getting at your chest,
Yeah,
you just gonna always be the boy who's a hoe, or whatever
yeah,
you wanna
and
call
that's
it.
what I love. Yeah, that's what
So
I love about Mikey is Mikey is standing on absolutely everything he did. He's making memes of himself. Like, Mikey is handling this perfectly, genuinely.
uh-huh.
And I know I feel so bad for him. He's getting so much hate, but his damage control, phenomenal. Like,
Yeah, and it's
Mikey is so amazing.
crazy. Yeah, I just filmed with him, like, less than an hour ago, and it's
Hmm.
crazy because I get way more in depth with him, and it's,
Yeah.
like, almost a cover up.
Hmm.
Like, he posts his stuff, like, he'll laugh and send memes, but it really is a cover up, and I'm not
Yeah.
even it's not we're gonna talk about that later because that's not even about
Hmm.
what I wanna ask for real, for real. Did you ever like, a lot of the fans were getting a little bit annoyed because they felt like you were almost being too nice to Jack.
Hmm.
Um, like, how was that for you? Or, like, were you trying to see what was best for him in someone else who wasn't giving that back to you? Or, like, I want you to fully explain what you were doing because the fans was like, "Girl, like, at some point, like, you gotta stand up for yourself too," because
Hmm.
I know how we talked off camera, literally just in moments you were, like, saying, "I'm not confrontational, I'm not this, I'm not that." And I can kinda see in moments where you were like, I guess you were in your head, but I want you to fully
Hmm.
explain, like, what was going through your full synopsis.
Yeah. So I think the number one thing I get all the time is like, why didn't you crash out on him or like even say anything harsh on him about getting with Jasenia? And my whole thing is like, number one, I didn't come in looking for anything serious. So like I didn't want to be serious with him right off like off the jump, did not want to be serious with him. I don't when I say serious, not looking for anything exclusive, nothing. Um, 2, who do I look like being territorial over a man who literally has a girlfriend?
Mm.
Like, why would I get mad? So it's like me and Jack over here. Also, Jack has a girlfriend over here, and then he gets with Jasenia over here. So it's like, why would I get mad about Jasenia when he literally has a whole girlfriend that's on another island? Like, I feel like I just had no care that he was getting with Jasenia because it's like, you have a girlfriend. Like, I don't know. That's just weird to me. I also am like, very much a not exclusive girl. Like if I was in the villa, so basically the night before he left or he went on the date with Jasenia, I looked at him and I said, Jack, you're over here telling me you want to be single, you want to be this, you want to be that, but you're booed up with me, taking me on every single date. I was like, you need to live this experience single. I was like, take someone else on the date. I told him, I was like, if you pick me for another date, I'm gonna say no. I want you personally, I want you to go be single. Like this is the only chance you're gonna get. So like take
Oh.
it, let go. So then he
Oh, so
went with
that's
Jasenia.
the reason why he took Jasenia on the date?
Yeah, I mean we did have a long conversation about it the night before. I was like, you need to take someone else on a date.
Let me walk up real quick. 'Cause that's embarrassing. I gotta walk away for that one.
Because I'm like,
I gotta walk away for that one, I'm sorry.
yeah,
Mm-mm.
like I'm not looking for anything exclusive. Like neither are you. Why are we acting exclusive on this show right now?
And so, in other words, y'all need to let up off of Carter because Carter ain't do nothing wrong.
Yeah.
You really didn't do anything wrong, really, literally.
Yeah.
And then while we're on this topic, let's talk about what happened in the Temptation Haven.
Hmm.
You can go ahead and fully explain what you got to explain there because we thought y'all was bumping in there or something. So
Okay. So
where y'all bumping? Like where y'all getting to it? What's going on?
the first night that Jack kissed me, he like leaned in and I leaned back and I said, "Wait a minute. Like lock in, realize what you're doing right now. Are you 100% sure you want to do this?" And then he was like, "Yeah," and then leaned in again and I was like, "All right, fuck it, whatever." So then that was the first night we kissed. Then we kissed in the confessional, which was that was a whole debacle on screen. And then we got dared to go into the Temptation Haven and we were like, Whatever." So we
Who
went into the
dares y'all?
Temptation it was like part of the game. It was like I dare you, or it was like whoever is the last person to do something has to pick someone to go in the
Oh,
tent with.
I remember, yeah. Mhm, mhm.
Yes. So he was like, "Come on, Carter, let's go." So we went in the tent. He was trying to like stay in there and was like trying to like pop the champagne and like sit down on the bed and da da da. And I was like, no. I was like, we're not popping the champagne. Don't pop the champagne. We're not even gonna be in here long. And then we had a little makeout sesh, and then I was like, "All right,
Uh-huh.
it's time to head out. Like, let's go." Like, I was really not comfortable doing anything crazy with him while we were at the house, at least. Like,
Oh, yeah.
I was not for it. So, and
So, like,
that was that.
what was all that commentary?
Honestly, I don't even know. I mean, we were like talking, we were chatting, and then we made out. But I know him and Jasenia, she's been on numerous podcasts because everyone thinks him and Jasenia hooked up in the tent too, which they didn't. He sucked her toes, and then he tried to take down his pants or something, and Jasenia was like, "No, buckle them back up." And that was the commentary between them. So basically, the only action he was getting in the tent with me and Jasenia was a little bit of makeout session, some foot stuff. So
So, in other words, he left Cheyenne to get with 2 beautiful young ladies just to get rejected.
I mean, we were kind of like I think Jack and I had a really great friendship, and it was kind of like if anything, it was kind of like a little friends with benefits type action. Um, I just think it was very obvious that neither of us really wanted to like date him.
Did anybody? I'm just playing. Stop. Just like stop. Stop. Ah.
I mean, who? Why would you want to date someone who's out here cheating on his girlfriend on Netflix? Like,
Yeah,
no
no, let
one
me
wants to date
stop.
any of y'all.
Let me stop. I'm not trying to be funny. Like, I love you. I have a lot of love for Jack, but it's like, damn,
Yeah,
like morals out the window.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
but I did want to ask, no, on a real note, for real, because I did hear circling around that he was very much like intoxicated throughout the process. Is that true?
So this is what is making me mad currently at the moment is Jack is saying his excuse for everything he did on the island was alcohol, which I will say, and I even talked to Jasenia about it, and Jasenia was like, "Girl, him and I were drunk all the time." So Jack was drunk a lot, like a lot of times, but him using that as an excuse is really making me mad because I have numerous pictures of him and I when we were done filming. Him and I had a whole extra day in Hawaii together, still acting the same way that we were acting in the house, and he was stone cold sober. Like I have pictures of me and him like fully like looking like a damn couple when he's sober. So I'm like,
Are
why
you
is
like you have receipts?
I have pictures of me and
Oh,
him.
you might you might send me like a receipt or two.
Yeah, sure. I can send some pictures.
Wow.
Yeah. Like and that's
Continue.
why it's pissing me off. I'm like, "Jack, don't be out here using alcohol as an excuse," because I think the reason he kinda started everything was probably because he was a little lit, but he was with me. It makes me look bad. Him saying that, like, the only reason he did it was because he was drunk. I'm like, "No, that's not it. That is not it because you were with me stone cold sober." Like, it's making me look bad, and I don't think
Yeah,
he
it made it look like
realizes
that you
that,
almost
but
like took advantage of the moment.
exactly, and I don't think he realizes it or he's saying it to make me look
It
bad,
don't matter.
but I'm
It don't
like,
matter.
"Yeah." I'm like, "Imma say my
It
piece
don't
too."
matter. Because one thing about me is like if someone's quick to throw me under the bus, Imma put me first every time.
Mhm. Yeah,
This
and I'm not
no.
like that, but
This
I
is
should be.
right. No. And this is why you have me on the podcast because we just talked about this. Bestie, we just talked about this. We just talked about
Mhm,
how you're not confrontational, but we're gonna have to
mhm.
stand on our 2 feet
Yeah, yeah.
because the
I'm
bell is.
posting the receipts.
I'm telling you, because I got a belt next to me, so it's either gonna be regarded towards you or him.
No, not me, not
No,
me,
he said
not
not me.
me.
I love you. Oh my goodness. I can see myself being friends with you outside of this. I literally, you're
Mhm,
funny as heck.
100%.
Oh
And
my
will.
goodness. We will locked in for real already.
Mhm.
Like, okay, so you got me off script already. Like,
It's
okay,
hilarious.
I want to get into this mini game real quick. I asked this question for every single body so I can like clip it all together just to see everybody's answers.
Okay.
So don't think, just answer. The first thing off the top of your head.
Okay.
Period. Um, oh my god, so I'm like, I feel like I have ADHD. Like the way you like turn into like this, like that's a good clip moment. Like I can like clip that. That was cute. Sorry.
Per
It was like a cute thumbnail. I was like, sorry. I was like, it was cute.
Great. I love
Like
it.
you ate that. Like you really did. You ate that.
Thank you. I
Um,
was hungry, so I ate.
so-
Wait, I love it here.
you ate that. I'm gonna put that in there. No, I'm keeping that in there. I'm keeping that in there. Let me find out. I found my best friend. I like
Surprise.
you. Okay, okay. The first question: who on this cast should not be in a relationship right now?
Jack.
Mm. Damn, everybody I ask, it's the same answer.
Mhm.
Damn. If you were a parent, or if this was your daughter or your sister, who are you tell who are you telling her to stay away from?
Jack.
Mm. Last one. And this one, I actually got a very random answer, but two people had said the same thing. Who gets away with the most on this cast? I want to see if your answer's the
Ooh.
same.
Um,
Because two people have said the same thing.
who gets away with the most? Ooh, maybe Summit? I feel like Summit, maybe?
Why is everybody saying Summit?
I feel like he doesn't really get away with a lot, but I feel like he is very friendly and flirty that I feel like a lot of girls wouldn't like. But I mean, that's the reason they came to the island and he still didn't do anything. I don't know. I mean, I feel like I would say maybe Mikey, but Mikey's not getting away with shit. He's getting all the hate in the world right now. Like he is not getting away at all. He's stuck.
Poor
Um,
Mikey.
Poor Mikey, man. Stop the Mikey hate. Hashtag stop the Mikey hate.
Right, I love Mikey.
Me too.
Okay. Dang. Dang. Y'all, I feel like y'all all had these same answers.
I don't know. Between me and Summit, I don't know who will be more fun. I feel like Summit's just a really fun guy.
No, I really think
Me, me, me.
I'm gonna choose
Bro,
you every
you know?
time.
You know what's so funny is Summit made names for the different cliques in our house. Like we were all friends, all the single girls, but there was definitely cliques. And Summit's names were like there was the nice ones, the mean ones, the extras, and the fun ones. And I was one
Mhm.
of the fun ones. And I was like, I'm putting that on my Yelp review. That's going on my LinkedIn.
I
Like
know
me
that's
being one of the
right.
fun ones, I'm posting that everywhere. Thank
I know
God. Thank
that's
you, Summit.
right. Here to have a good time.
Not a long time, just a good time.
Okay.
hmm
Okay, so now that we got that game out of the way, I want to transition back in. A lot of people had a lot to say. So I want to
hmm
address some of the things that people are saying regarding towards you and what you had to say in regards towards that. Okay.
Yeah.
So the first one I've been seeing is like people are like, and I think is of course it's based off the show, but like people are like commenting and be like, oh my goodness, she's like a bird, or she's like this, she's
Mhm.
X, Y, and Z. Like you weren't really thinking in those moments. What do you have to say to that?
I mean, when I first saw bird, I was like, first of all, what the hell is a bird?
I
So
didn't know
I kind of took
either.
it. I mean, me and Jasenia, we've been getting bird on everything, and we were on live talking about it the other day, and we have very different definitions of bird. I don't think anyone really knows what bird means, but I feel like I took it as like bird brain, which I'm like, that's crazy because college degree, hello.
Mm.
Um, I also think they're thinking of it like, you were a bird, like you kind of just follow Jack around. I'm like, I went on a Netflix show to get screen time and did, and you would do it too for a check. Like, hello? Because the more they comment bird and the more they talk about me, the higher my engagement goes up. So I'm like, whatever this bird thing is, tweet, tweet. I'm playing the
Twink,
role. Thank
twink.
God.
You ate that. You ate that. You ate that.
Oh, I
You're
love
like
you.
me. You're like me. You're like me. You are like me. I like that. I
I
like
know you have a
that.
twin, but you just found your triplet.
I
Hello.
did. I did. Oh my goodness, you're like me. Oh my goodness. Let me find out. This is my favorite podcast so far. Let me find out. Oh my goodness. I gotta clip that one. I gotta keep that one for myself. That one was funny as hell.
Thank
Oh
you.
my goodness. I feel like there is nothing else to say about that. You ate that.
Thank you. Thank you.
You ate that. So following up, I do want to say, like, do you feel like people underestimate you?
Yeah, 100%. I feel like the whole point of the show was basically for me to go on there and basically just flirt with men. So I did just that. Like I went on and I feel like everyone kind of sees me as like kind of like this dumb blonde girl. I mean, not
Mm.
like blonde, obviously I'm brunette, but like the dumb blonde bimbo role is kind of like the role I took on and that's what people see me as. Um so honestly, I'm just excited to be able to do podcasts and stuff to like get my personality out there because at the end of the day, my role in the show was Jack's supporting character. And that's how
Mm.
all the singles were. I think all the singles have great personalities that weren't able to be shown because we were all just supporting characters.
Mm. That's a good way to put it. But
Mhm.
we ain't doing that no more. You got a name.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Miss Carter is nasty, okay?
Mhm.
Mm.
Mhm.
So what's something about your experience that people really just didn't get to see at all?
My overnight date. Jack and I went on an overnight date and that wasn't put in there, which is kind of crazy because I feel like um I don't know. I just feel like well, first people I feel like they didn't really get to see the full dynamic of me and Jack, which was that we are both trying to live this young single intern lifestyle. It kind of makes me and Jack look like we're like falling in love, which obviously Jack and I had a really, really good connection, but it was very much not like we're trying to date. It's
Very
very much like
forced.
I'm single and I'm trying to teach Jack the ropes of being single. And that's what it was. And I feel like that's what it always was, but it didn't get to be shown.
Okay. So what did they leave out that actually no, actually, you just answered that question. I'm not gonna like
Yeah.
wait, so you were right, because someone else told me there was an overnight date.
Hmm.
Well, I wonder why they didn't put that in there.
I don't know, but they also didn't put the lingerie night in there, which is crazy because lingerie night clocked.
Back it up.
Mhm.
Back it
Mhm.
up.
Mhm.
Who? A lingerie night?
Yep. And it was like probably one of the last nights we were there, and we had a whole lingerie night. I'm talking people was freaked out. Like people were like we had girls kissing. We had me, Kennedy, and Lulu, my little like friend group in the house. We had a little three-way kiss. People were like licking whipped cream off Mikey's neck. We were like licking
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
people.
whoa, 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 whoa,
Mhm.
whoa.
Yeah.
This is you must love me because this is off the grid.
Mhm.
This
I'm
is
so shocked no one has said this yet because every one of my castmates or like the girls who I talk to is pissed that lingerie night wasn't put in.
whoa.
Mhm.
And this is my no, no, and this is like, of course, I'm always genuine, but this I always know everything, but I didn't know that.
That's shocking because I feel like that's all we talk about is how lingerie night wasn't
I
put
didn't
in.
know that. I didn't know that. And you know, I'm very in tune with the cast.
Yeah.
Very in tune.
Yeah.
I know who to call tomorrow.
Mhm.
I know who to call tomorrow. That is
I got
crazy.
off the tea. Mhm.
Why did
Yep.
they cut in a lot, and they
Yeah.
quit farming a lot.
Yeah. 100%. I think it's wild how much was cut out. And even like the first night I slept in Jack's bed when I closed the blinds, immediately after I closed the blinds, we slept with a pillow fort in between us. Like so like that's like I don't know. I feel like it's crazy. The storylines are
That's
crazy, but I'm
crazy
like,
how they can build a storyline, like,
yeah.
and make it indirect to what they want. That's kinda
Mhm.
it kinda makes me question, I wanna ask, do you feel like the show kind of almost, like, breaks hearts on purpose?
Yeah. I mean,
'Cause think about
yeah.
it, like, Sydney had saw the first bonfire, right?
Oh yeah. Mhm.
And the first bonfire was perceived as Mikey was saying, "Oh, I think I could fall in love with any of y'all." But turns out
Mhm.
Mikey never said that at all. Mikey was saying that in regards to Sydney, but the way they clip farmed that, and that's all she saw. She based her decision based off what she saw, and their relationship went left.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. Mhm. That's why I would never bring my significant other on that show, ever.
Set up. That check better be fat.
Mhm. Mhm. But if I did bring my significant other, it would be a fake relationship just to get me on that island with those 12 fine ass men. That's all I would do it for. That's all I would do it for,
Because
personally.
I'm an actor at heart. What you need me to do?
I swear. I swear. When I saw the 12 men for the first time, drool coming out of my mouth. I couldn't help myself. I was
You
like,
know how you would look good with?
"Who?"
You would look good with Clint.
Okay, I've never gotten that one before. I've been shifted with a few people, but Clint, I've never gotten that one before. Okay,
Either
I
like
can see it.
or I Clint, like, would be a good one or, like, Preston.
Yes, I've gotten Preston a lot, and
You and Preston look good together.
yeah, me and Preston, we Preston just posted a TikTok of us today, so we got some little fun content together. So yeah,
Mhm. Mhm. Y'all would be cute, y'all would be cute.
I can see that.
So, I wanna ask you next. Okay, so, like, how was, like so basically, so off the camera, like, do you feel like was there anybody or that you know, like, people, like, off the camera, they were, like, different? Like, off the camera, they just weren't the same versus when they were on the camera. Like, some people I guess what I'm
Yeah.
trying to say, was there anybody that was, like, really performative?
I feel like Jack, but in a very a different way than what you would think. Like, so Jack and I would go on a date. Jack and I had really, really good, in-depth, like emotional conversations when we were just like in his bed late at night, like just sitting there talking. But the second like we would go on a date, I feel like the cameras would turn on and he would be like, "All right, Carter, so our date today was really good." And I was like, "Jack, let loose a little bit. Like just let loose a little bit." But it's not in the way you would think, you know, like, you would
Yeah.
think his performative would be like, "Let me." I don't know, it's very different, like, he didn't act as in-depth as he actually is, like, I feel like that man has a lot of character, like, deep inside of him, but he didn't really let that show too much.
A little birdie told me that you got blocked.
First of all, was that birdie me? Because apparently I am one. Second of all,
Mm.
I did get blocked by both Cheyenne and Jack. However, I have since been unblocked by Cheyenne, but I'm still blocked by Jack.
Why?
I mean, I get it. Honestly, I do. Like, if I was Cheyenne, I wouldn't fuck with me either, you know? Like, I get it. That's why I didn't really take offense to it. But what kind of made me like, what the hell, was when Preston, because me and Preston, we talk, and I feel like all my tea I know from Preston. And Preston was like, "Oh yeah, me and Shy talked the other day, and da 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 da." I was like, "So how is it okay that you and Cheyenne are allowed to talk, but yet me, who's literally the girl version of you within the show, like we literally played the same role, is blocked on everything by everyone in the whole thing. How is that okay that Cheyenne and Preston are allowed to talk, but yet I'm
Mm.
blocked by everyone?" And Preston was like, "No, 100%, you're right. I'm gonna talk to her about that." So he talked to her, and then Cheyenne told Preston, "There's no animosity towards Carter. I'm chill with her. Um, like no bad or like no hard feelings or whatever. And I was like, okay, well then why am I blocked? And then Preston relayed that message, and then a day later I was unblocked. So I'm not blocked anymore from Cheyenne. Jack, I'm still blocked from, whatever it takes to make the relationship flourish, I guess.
So they're in a relationship?
So in the reunion, they said they're not. And, what do I know? I'm blocked from everyone. I don't talk to anyone. However, from numerous sources, which I will not disclose, I have heard that they have been together since basically they got home to Kansas City. And that's just what I've heard. That's just what I've heard. I'm not here, I'm not Bible, but I have heard they are together. But they're telling people, from what I've heard, is that they're not together, but or they are together, but they're telling people they're not because they don't want to get the hate of, girl, he did this to you, she did this to you, da da da, why are y'all back together, da 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 da. They don't want their comments to be filled with hate and like, you're stupid for getting back together with him, da da da. So I have heard that they're going to tell people they're not together even though they are, and then when the show kind of like dies down a little bit is when they're going to come out and say that they are together.
And you think that's gonna
But
save
what
them?
do I know? But what do I know?
At this point, you like it, I love it. Mm.
And I feel like that has caused a little bit of tension between me and Preston and Cheyenne and Jack, is because Cheyenne and Jack are getting mad that me and Preston are telling people that they're together. But it's
And
like,
Preston was like the one that Shy Shy was confiding into. Oh my God.
yeah, yeah.
Mm.
So that is the drama right now, is that they're mad that me and Preston are saying they're together. But that's just what we've heard.
Mm.
So I think the truth will come out, the truth will come out.
That's you free.
Mm-hmm. That part.
You're a little messy.
I have been told that. But I'm like, everyone in this damn show, the reunion, I'm so sorry. It was a bore. It was really a bore. Like, there was
I'm
no
not gonna
drama.
lie. You're like me. Like, give me something. You're telling me.
Literally.
You telling me I'm sorry. I'm not even gonna lie. I was not gonna watch an hour and 24 minutes.
Hmm.
Who
And why
is?
do we need it to be two parts? Like, I love, I love the guys that I lived in the house with, but they're all so they're a little bit too mature. Everyone I think is too mature. I think at some point someone's got to realize this is reality TV. Nobody watches online therapy sessions. Like, this is reality TV.
Right, like,
Something's got to pick up.
give me something. Give me something that I'm not gonna usually see for myself. You know,
Exactly.
like at
Exactly.
the point, like
Yeah.
act. Y'all get already, and on top of that,
Mhm.
how are you gonna have a reunion but not have everybody?
Yeah. 100. Well, the singles were supposed to be there, but the couples said they're not going to show up if the singles are going to be there. I don't know what couples, but that's what I've heard.
Y'all didn't put an NDA or something to make them come. Why do they never do that? Why don't y'all like ever put in the contract that y'all are forced to come to the, like?
I don't know, but I feel like that would have made it much better because me
Well,
and Preston,
hold on, that did not hit me. Wait, that didn't hit me. Hold on. Wait, if the singles came, they would have. Whoa, that
yeah,
just hit me.
yeah. The
Yeah.
singles were like, we don't, or I mean, the couples were like, we don't want to be in the same room as the singles or da da da. And I don't know if it was one couple, if it was just one person in the couples. Like, I don't know what it was, but I was like, I feel like the reunion, the only feedback I've been getting from everyone is the reunion is boring. I'm like, if the singles was there, we would have made it better. Like, and me and Preston have been talking, and we're like, this shit is too clean, and I guess me and Preston are gonna be the ones to have to mess it up. So be it. Do y'all
Mm,
want the show to do good or not?
And it's crazy too that I was watching it. Someone had said, "Oh my goodness, it's crazy how you can't judge somebody until," and I have to find all my information through a podcast in order for me to like them again. And it's like it's kind
Mhm.
of sucks too as well because y'all got the viewership. Y'all had over what was it, 800 million views just for y'all
Yeah.
not to keep that same direction and energy back on the platform.
Yeah. Yeah. And like everyone's like, well, why isn't the reunion on Netflix? And I'm like, because of this. This is why the reunion isn't on Netflix, because people are gonna watch it. Like, I was live stream reacting to the reunion with Preston, and then a little bit later, Smitty, Bradley, and Zach joined. And we literally halfway through the reunion, we paused it and just started talking because we were like, this is boring. Like, nobody watches reality TV to like sit here and listen to someone rekindle a relationship. Like, no, we watch reality TV to listen to people fight.
Mm.
Yeah. I think, well, Smitty was saying, or Clint, whatever he be going by, Clint was saying that he would love a singles reunion with Mark as the host, and the singles tell everything from their point of view. I feel like that, now that's where the tea is at. That
Yeah,
is where the tea is
my
at.
thing is that why don't you have the host as the reunion host as well? That just didn't make sense to me, or at least have him there as a co-host.
Yeah. And
Like
I
Mark
mean, I think
podcast too. Mark even has a podcast. Why didn't like what? I'm confusion.
that's very true. But I do think Nick is normally a really good and messy podcast host.
That messy?
Um,
Was it really
I've
messy?
heard I've heard he's normally really messy. Like me and Jasenia went on the Vile Files. Our episode, I don't know when it's coming out. I don't know if it's coming out, but Jasenia and I did go on the Vile Files, and we were fully prepared for like Nick to ask some crazy questions. But I mean, it was very tame. I feel like the craziest question he asked was like, "What do y'all think of Jack's new blonde hair?" And we were like, "Not cute." Next question.
That was it?
Yeah. Yeah. Like I need something to happen. And I don't blame Nick though. I don't blame Nick. I think it's the couples because they basically are all back together. So it's like the singles I think are messy because we don't owe anyone loyalty, whereas the couples, since they're all back together, like they owe each other loyalty. That's why I think the singles are a little bit messier and would be more enjoyable to watch.
I fell asleep.
Hmm. Yeah. Give us the drama. Where is it? Gone.
That's
Apparently
why
with my brain cells after
everybody
bird
asks
brain.
all things Davon because like I'm telling you, it's all things. I never gave up.
Mhm.
I never cared. And so don't you trust,
Yeah.
I can very much get in my professional bag. I can do a little 1, 2, 1, 2. I definitely
Yeah.
can. I
Yeah.
definitely be on this platform, so I never cared that much.
Good. As you should. And that's why I feel like stuff goes up because it's like drama.
Mm, mm. Well, I'm glad you shared that insight.
Mhm.
I'm like, let me see if I'm not forgetting anything before my MacBook tries to close on some baddies again. Real
They
quick.
hate to see us
Real
win.
quick. Oh my goodness. Mm. Uh-huh. I think I could actually close off with this. Okay. So if you could go back, would you still give him that same version of you?
Yeah, honestly, I think the version I gave Jack to myself was what he was drawn to. And at the end of the day, what made him pick me for every date, what made him pick me for the overnight, um, and there's nothing I would change. Honestly, I'm a firm believer that like everything happens for a reason. And if you're gonna do something, you need to stand on it. And I am
Mm,
standing 10 toes down on everything I did. And I don't regret anything. I would do everything all over again, 100%.
I know that's right. I know that's right. Oh my goodness, like, I'm glad I think you were the only one who was, like, wanting to loosen up. Like
Yeah.
like,
Everyone is a little bit too PR trained. It's like,
oh, no. Yeah. Sydney tried it. I love her, girl. Like, love her. No, like, not in a bad way. Like, Sydney, I got something from her. Like, I filmed with her
mhm,
today, and she was like, "Well, I haven't talked to, X, Y, and Z." And I said, "But did you get the phone call?" My only question was, "Did you get a phone call?"
mhm,
We're in connections of doing things right now. Did you get a phone call? I
yeah.
got a phone call yesterday. Imma get to it.
Mhm,
Imma get
mhm.
to it, and I'm over here kicking my feet up.
Yeah.
I'm rubbing my
Like,
feet, like, I'm like, all I need is my pop
mhm, yeah. Get the tea one way or another.
all I need is my popcorn.
Mhm.
And trust and believe, like, if people know, like, the depth of this podcast, like, I am gonna have moments where I just, like, I do wanna know. I really do wanna
Yeah.
know. But if you look at, like, my other podcasts with other people with other individuals I've done, it gets really deep. I've made pe
Yeah.
I've cried with people on this podcast already, like, shoot, so, like, I can get there. I can really get there.
Yeah.
If I really wanted to push buttons, I really can get there. But it's
Mhm.
this show is like it's like a guilty pleasure, let me just have fun, like, I wanna
Yeah.
know. Like, this is like a different type of scenery, I'm like, "Okay, I understand."
Yeah.
But before you leave but you're not really leaving because Imma have to get your number, we have to lock in. Mm.
Duh.
I want you to give a quote. I do this to everybody. I want you to give a quote that the audience and myself can also take away, and I'll give one too.
Ooh, a quote? Um, I mean, I feel like people ask me all the time, like, if you could tell someone one thing after watching the show, what would it be? And I'm like, stay single for as long as you can. Here for a good time, not a long time.
Mhm.
Young, single, and turnt. I feel like for at least most of your 20s, that's where you find yourself. Focus on yourself, love yourself before anyone else, and know the difference between love and attachment. Sat.
Yeah,
And you're sat.
why did you come for me like that? I'm just over
oh,
here
oh.
drinking my juice, and you just, like, you didn't have to do all that, like, you didn't have to do all that for real, like, kinda hurt my feelings. You didn't have to do all that, like, it was more than sweet.
My
I'm
dog agreed with it. She said she want to get up in this too.
like, "Oh, your dog! Oh, your dog gonna
she
cry."
was she was like, "Love yourself, love me too." I was like, "I love you too."
Oh. Oh my goodness. You kinda I'm not gonna lie, you kinda like, now I gotta go sleep with that. Like, shoot, I gotta sleep with that after. I'm like, damn.
oh man, I mean, sometimes you just gotta, yeah,
So one that I have, oh my goodness, I just had one. It was really good too. It was you don't get clarity from them, you get clarity from the things you went through.
yeah, 100%.
Mhm.
That's very true.
And that's all I gotta say. That's
Yeah.
all I'm gonna say. And if you didn't get it, then "Ooh, you dumb as fuck." I'm just playing. It's fine.
Mhm.
It's like
Mhm. Like,
I
what's not clocking to you? Clock
like,
in.
uh, oh my goodness. I had a ball. Like, I had a
No,
ball.
me too. This
Like,
is so fun.
it was. Dare I say, like, your favorite?
Oh, dare you say that the bird is your favorite? Yes, God.
Oh my goodness. Y'all, if y'all haven't already, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. This won't be her last time on this podcast. I can reassure you that now. So, without further ado, I'll see y'all on another episode of All Things Devon. Bye, y'all.
Bye. Oh no. Be like, Devon, if you're watching this, I love you. Favorite podcaster ever. Bestie for the resty now.